Good evening, Dr. Council and fellow students. Today I'll be showing you how to write a computer programming using the C computer language, and our platform today will be the Microsoft Visual Studio 2017 community. So the first thing I did was I typed out in between the / and asterisk symbol my name, the date, and actually what we're doing. So input, output, demo. These characters let you basically just write comments, and if anybody is looking at your code later on, they'll be able to know basically what the point of whatever you were doing. So it helps out a lot of other people. The next thing we're doing is the preprocessor directions, and this is symbolized as the pound symbol include, and we're going to go ahead and put the standard input-output header as well as the standard input, or excuse me, the standard library header. So this helps the program let you use specific words and terms, and the Microsoft Visual Studio will understand exactly what you're trying to do, specifically because we are using the C program today. So first thing once you get down here is going to be the main function. So I'll go ahead and put a comment right here, main function. And we'll start that as typing in main and open and close parentheses. Next line down, go ahead and type the open curly braces, and then the close will automatically generate, and press enter a few times. And everything that we have to do has to be within the main function, included within these open and close curly braces. So we'll go ahead and put end main down here so we know exactly when to end our main function. So the first thing, once you're inside the main function, is declare our variables. So go ahead and write down variable declarations right there. And I'll be using the shortcut int for integer, and we'll go ahead and put a value for that. We'll go ahead and end that with a semicolon. The next thing we'll do is hit printf. Now this is going to be the user prompt, so I'll go ahead and / user prompt so we know what we're doing. Now this is what will show up to the user as a message. So we'll go ahead and say enter, and this has to be within parentheses and quotation marks. So we'll go ahead and say enter an integer, and we'll do \n to create a little bit of space for the user once we see that come up. We'll end that with a semicolon as well. The next thing we'll have to do is hit scanf _s, and then open and close parentheses and quotations. And we have to hit %i. Now this %i captures whatever you put in as the value. It'll capture this integer. So we'll go ahead and do this, and you have to put ampersand value. So the program actually knows exactly what you're trying to capture when the user inputs whatever integer up here. We'll go ahead and put user input so we know exactly what line that is. The next line will be another user prompt. So once the user is prompted for something, they enter whatever it is you're having them enter. The scanf _s will display whatever you put in for that first line, and then once it scans it, you have to go ahead and do another printf statement, open and close parentheses, quotation marks, and then we'll go ahead and say your value is %i, because again that %i will capture this integer of the value, whatever you put in there. We'll go ahead and do another \n to give some space. We'll go ahead and comma value so we know exactly what we're working with here. And we'll do another semicolon. So this is the very basic way of creating a program, and I'll go ahead and run it here in a second. But I'll go over it again just real quick. So variable declarations. So to declare a variable, this can be anything you want. I just put value because it's easy, but it's an integer. So the first line after that, we do a printf statement, and we do enter an integer. So that'll come up with a user prompt saying enter integer, and it'll give us a little bit of space with this backslash n. Next line, scanf underscore s is %i will capture whatever the user entered for that value, and then we'll have another user prompt, and it'll say exactly what our value was using this. Your value is %i backslash n. So we'll go ahead and run this and see if it runs. And it might take a second here. It starts the build, and then it comes up with this window right here. So we have enter an integer. We'll go ahead and hit 10. Enter, and it says your value is 10. Press any key to close this window. So that's it. It's really easy. It's very basic for the C programming language. This language was created in the late 60s, early 70s, and some companies still use it today, but it's very old, so not very many. But this is a good basis if you're ever interested in learning how to program. This will definitely help you out in the future. Thank you very much. Have a good day.